Okay, and I have 2 hours. Okay, remove the echo. Let's start 2 hours. And yesterday I came to do this page, which was managing subscription until when I realized that it's better to split this page in two, as the first page is just validating the email basically. And the second page is the one that comes linked from the email with the document at the end, some code that basically validates um, mm, which is which, how to call is something to think about. And let's see what we have already in the um, Svelte site routes. I got unsubscribe. Unsubscribe is the that's just the landing page where I just tell the user it works. And here, when from the website at the bottom, there is this unsubscribe. So maybe that page could be called unsubscribed past. And by the way, this unsubscribed page, I didn't even use it yet. If I do a double check, because I don't have that flow yet going there, because the one linked from the email, there is one in the header, which is one click. That means you can click from Gmail and you got no feedback. Or Gmail tells you you're unsubscribed, but the app doesn't need, the function doesn't need to give any feedback, particular feedback. Right, where are the terminal? I messed up. Yeah, terminal. Right, let's see. This one, root. Okay. So let's grab -r unsubscribe. Oh, no. It's too much. Functions. Mm. You know, it's confusing here that here I have a lib folder, which is actually for the build. Okay. But then in Svelte, I have a lib folder, which is actually a source folder. What? Yeah, that's the Svelte one. My understanding, and I will test it, is that I can rename this unsubscribed to unsubscribed, and it's not linked from anywhere. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, when I retest everything, I will figure out. Rename makes more sense to say unsubscribe. But actually, I don't even know if I need a page like that, because it might be that the page itself, a managed subscription, gives the feedback already. I might have to delete it. Anyway, we'll see later. Besides, yeah, plenty of the whole point. Also, I have not to forget that initially this branch start as validate email. Okay, which is the first part, which I've done here in manage subs. However, if I call here the page validate email, I think it's very confusing for the user. I think it's better calling something more evocative of the function, a final function. So I have to create a route for the new page and call it, well, if the other one is called manage subs, well, yeah, it can manage subs, but I think most people would go there, would go for unsubscribing, as the link says. Unless I change unless I change this link as well to manage emails or manage subscriptions, maybe better. So everything is clear. So I go to layouts footer, and yeah, it's link manage subs will change. Manage and subscriptions. Here is localhost, so updates immediately because I have the dev server running. Okay. Besides, look at how I'm using the uppercase, and here I don't. Maybe data for has to be uppercase for consistency, not mine. Okay. And that's fine. So, okay, so now that it's consistently called manage subscription, let's create a new page, which is like manage subs validate email, but it's too long, obviously. So, manage subs one, manage sub start, sub email. What about sub email, subscription email? Here is where we choose a subscription email. Makes sense to me. Okay, we create a page svelte plus page.svelte. Okay. So now here I can change this link to sub email. Okay. Now done that, basically what I was trying to do in manage subs is actually I copy it entirely and I place it here in sub email. What's the problem? How is it possible? Oh, I copied the wrong thing. That's why. No, no, that's not what I wanted to copy. I wanted to copy this page. Okay, perfect. So now this component is called manage subs. Well, let's test it so far. Okay. Yeah, we can change the title and description and everything. Okay. So now the component I think should be called the same of the page. And I think this manage subs, I will create a new component and copy because I think maybe some of the things have to be split. It was trying to do too much, this component. It was trying to do both manage email and confirm email. So what we're gonna do is create a new component, layout component, and I call it sub email. Okay, and we start from the same content as manage subs, and we start to edit it. Okay, and since we are at it, now what page is this? Sub email. Yeah, has to change the component in news to sub email as suggested by the AI, so it's by stub. accept all of that. And nothing changed, you know, you can reload the page. No visible change yet. So we don't need to change this page in the near future. No, I don't think so. I'll close it. And we go work on sub-email. So this is what we are doing, split into two different pages and components. So that's one of them. And number one, link from the footer, it will validate the email and send the link to manage subs page, which is the other page that is already there, but we'll have to split. So it does only that. And link from the image is called manage sub. Okay, right. So delete the comment because now we've done the split, but we just have to make sure that all of these states and everything just refers to the validate email thing, not to anything else. So let's see. All right, so this is already referring to the getting the parameter sub ID. It's referring to the other page, manage subscription. So what we're gonna do is remove it. And what I change as well, yeah, okay, slowly. First, the face will be by default enter email. Probably I don't have an idle face. Let's see. So this is where I already have the parameters, yeah? So it goes in face enter email, it goes loading, fetch based on this parameter, and so on. All of this code, the whole amount thing is not relevant in this page. I will put enter email, but I think we'll need a new phrase, yeah. Because now I have enter email, send. Yeah, okay, that's fine. If it's an error, yeah, I go back to enter email. It kind of makes sense. You can try again, yeah. But we'll have to display some information as well. So we remove this check. Okay. So we can test what we got so far. So we don't need on mount import. And we don't need that import. Let's test what we got so far. Well, let's start check the copy to manage email subscriptions. Yes, but maybe it's better to say validate your email to manage subscription. Be clear, yeah? Enter your email to manage your subscriptions. Let's say email subscription. You think it's better? Yeah, because it's written already below. Wait, what's that? Okay, this is only when it's sent, yeah. Enter your email, validate it, and manage your subscription. Email subscriptions. Don't know if it's confusing with the pay thing. This is not a paid subscription. Okay. What are we suggesting? Manage your email subscription for budget. In what case it goes there? In loading. So we just have three states now, and let's keep them in kind of logical order. The first one is enter email. Then we go to loading state. Of course, doesn't change, but it's just easier to understand. Then goes to send. Yeah. So here we have some text, and we don't have a text for loading. Maybe we'll need that. Well, we had the else, but I think I make it more explicit that that's for loading. Maybe that's a good idea, maybe not, because loading is down below. Okay, that's not a good idea. So reject this suggestion. And instead we say, I don't know if it will look good. Perhaps no. Anyway, let's test this. By the way, is the backend server running? Yes, it is. Let's restart it just to make sure it's fresh because that's running since yesterday. And we'll also have to check the error states. Maybe we need a phase for error. Probably yes, so we can display an appropriate message. Okay, validate. Let's send type of the email. Okay, there is that dot there. That's horrible. I got the email. We'll check that later or now. Yeah, let's have a look at the email too. If it's linked correctly already or not. Okay, got the email. This page is incomplete, but I think it's linked correctly. Okay. Yes, it's incomplete, but it's linked correctly. Yeah, it does random stuff. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it looks good. So maybe you want what face it goes. Email sent, which is basically success. Mhm. Let's call it success. Same as a state. So I change that. It's more like easier to understand. Yeah. Let's try with that. Please wait. Okay. Think also adjust the order to keep the same order, logical order. Okay. And let's do a failure state. Oh yeah, let's go success. Should we call enter email start? Oh, there are many more than I thought. Okay. Right. That's why it doesn't work because I still have to change this. Excellent. And I think if we are in success phase, we also want some kind of button to go back. However, if I make a submit button, it will trigger the main option. Let's see. Okay, let's check else if phase is equal loading, no button, but a success. Yeah, we are gonna prompt saying add a button that when clicked navigates to the home page. We link that. And I don't know if I have to wait for the prompt to actually work, or it's better I copy this in Cascade here. Or it's called Cascade, I have no idea, but plus. Yeah, because maybe it goes one after the other. Okay. Oh, line 67, yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens. Repeating the whole thing. I didn't even save it, yeah. Yeah, but it was just formatting. I did not save, so it's okay. Okay, import this go-to. That's the first change. Didn't know about it. So yeah, that's the good thing of the AI. But the bad thing, oh, there is more, is that, yeah. Okay, thanks. I like, but it's using the Svelte 4 syntax. I am using Svelte 5. It appears you are using Svelte for syntax for the on click. The vibe coding your ass. On click instead of on click. Okay, good. So anyway, the other things are valid. So the first thing to do was import this go-to. Let's go do it. And then the next thing is when the phase is success, that's the button we need to add, and we need to define a new function. That's it. Come on. Okay. Okay. Right. Yep. Type by default is button. It's okay. So we just need to add the on-click property. Eh, Be interesting to see the type. I think I can do disable. I can just say same as in TypeScript, just one time disable. Oh no, yeah, the formatting already expanding it. Okay, expanded it to say disable, and click on click. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Now this should work. Well, yeah, with adding the go to home function. Yeah, thanks. But the go to home function is only above here. There. Okay. Go to is one word in programming language. No, in English, but in the context of programming language is best as one word. Fact is written all lowercase here. Okay. Can be converted to expression. Right. Let's go. What do you call Gemini? Can this type script function be converted to expression function? I forgot the syntax. I don't touch JavaScript for a long time. No, there isn't that. Uh, well, what I meant, wait a minute. What I meant is maybe it's just Dart that does that. Is that since there is only one statement, do we need the curly braces at all? Okay, just delete the curly braces. That's it. Yeah, okay. No biggie. And only one semicolon as a consequence. Okay. And here is more than one. What is this saying? Promise void. Okay. So no on the. So let's go to button. Promise void or null. Will this fix it? No, not at all. Mouse handler. Hmm. Oops. Let's do this. What is the correct data type for on click? Line 5. Do you understand the line numbers? Mouse event. What? On click. Oh, that's the. Wait. let's put promise void null for now. Okay, so we have the error there. No, yes, we do. What error is there? I don't see the error. Type null is not assignable uh, to the type function. Shouldn't it be parentheses around this one? Do we say is that a function or null? Yeah. So there I forgot the parentheses there, yeah? Did I? No, it didn't. I came up with that. Okay. So, right, try that. If I go back here, oh yeah, it does work. But then, so what's the matter with this mouse event? It's better, yeah, because it says it's a function. That one, mouse event. But I thought, and that should work too. Okay, it looks like it does. Go back here. No. The reason why is because I don't accept an event. It might go to home. Let's do it. Yeah. So if I do that, now it works. No, it does not. Event promise void. It returns promise void because it's asynchronous. Is that asynchronous? No. So why does it return a promise? I just wrote here promise. No, I didn't. That's promise void come from. Okay, so yeah, declare a function that accepts a mouse event, returns something that is not void. Maybe it's that. Yeah, let's put parentheses so curly braces so we don't return anything. Is that now better? No. Type event, mouse event, void, but now the type is similar. It's a function that returns a function. Who said that? So I just have a function, which I said I have a function returns a function. Did I make a mistake in here? Yeah, it's a function. Is that correct? Oh my God. Let's ask another AI because I'm getting so confused. Oh no, let's copy this bit and then edit it. Let's ask to Gemini. I think that AI is making a mess. Right. Let's see. In Svelte / TypeScript, I am trying to declare an on-click function. Let's get also the other piece. Below is a snippet from the button component, uppercase. Okay. I call the button component, no uppercase. I think maybe the AI doesn't even look at uppercase, but anyway, button component like this. So I got my go to home function, and then this one. Okay. The letter component initialization, declaration, initialization, instantiation, let's call it, gives the following error. How to fix with the proper types. Let's break down the type error and fix it with the correct Svelte TypeScript approach. The error message tells how the define unclick expect a function returns another function that takes some other. Yeah, I saw that, but is that correct? In Svelte, you bind the function create attribute to HTML. You typically provide a function that yeah, it's not functional. So I think the error is not on my function, but yeah, on what the other AI suggested. That was wrong. Or was it? I don't understand this syntax. Let's see again. Export on click. The type is a function that accepts a mouse event and returns void. And then I initialize to an empty function. Ah, I see what you're doing. So I don't even need to read the response. All the information was there. I don't know why this became like this. But in reality, I have to get rid of that bit. Maybe when I copy and paste it. And basically, the suggestion was you don't even need to do or null, because the only change I can do is saying, wait, yeah, remove that. Is say, well, if no function is provided, let's provide an empty function. That will do the trick. So now it's not nullable. The fact that there's a parameter doesn't matter, can be ignored. That was confusing. But now it just works. Okay. So yeah, yeah, well, let's read it anyway. Yeah, yes, it does all now, but we got that trick from the other AI, and I think it's better to make it non-nullable. But yeah, 1 second. So here, what I can do, what I want to ask further is this. Is there an actual type equivalent to this function declaration, function definition? Okay, event handler. It's not built in, that's why. Is that mouse event? Uh, what if I do that? Import what? Mouse event type. Look at that. Doesn't quite work, so. Button? Firebase. Who give me that? Well, does it still work? Yes. Fantastic. I like that more. Now it's mouse event handler of a button. Okay. Let's go see what happened. Yep. Back to home. Yeah. Does it work? Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise, if I don't have the button, yes, you can click on you can click on this, but I feel a little bit lost. I think this gap is too much. It feels bad. Let's fix that too. No, I mean button. I'm gonna check this. About 10. Yep. Okay. What about just 5, 6, 7, 8? Or changing that blue as background PG. No, it's cool. Go to BG action. Let's try the other one. And actually, it's an action. Am I writing black on that? I created an inset. And then I in black. Maybe I should do something similar on my card. But then the problem is if I do that, no, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. Alright. Okay. Think doing one more. Yeah, I got the email. If the email is not present, it silently don't send the email. We just go double check that there is no failure in the logs or so go again, invalid email. that should not have sent any email to anyone because their email is not present in the database. That's fine, but it needs more space there. Um, s- um, okay, so you can add the space margin top for buttons. There is 12, make it 25. Then it looks weird when you have the field, isn't it? Uh, yeah, it does. Unless I found a value in the middle that kind of works for both. Yeah, I think this will work for both. Let's stop writing email, send an email. Okay, yeah, that works for both. That's fine. Okay, so now it's time to take care of the error case. For example, the backend is down. Fair enough, right? So let's turn, or the backend returns an error. Let's turn off the backend. There. Yeah, and then maybe we also want to have some logging there, better logging. But that is, I think, another job, a different task. Now we just do validate email, which is almost finished. The only thing is um, what happens if there is some error. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Connection refused and no visible interface feedback, which is bad, of course. So now I think we'll add one more state, calling the error state. Perfect. Now we have an error state. And we don't need the array for that. And if we, let's go to the error state. So if we catch an error, instead of going to start, we go now to the error state. That's all. That's all. Now it's only visual changes. So the visual changes, yes, want to add here. Yeah, it's fair enough. Hopefully it doesn't happen often. And here we add a check for error. And even if it's the last if, I still write equal error. And the reason why I want to do that is to make super explicit, because if I add new states, it can be a little bit more confusing. Maybe the message clarifies it already, but nevertheless, I prefer. Why the state should be called failure? Yeah, because that's why I call it here. Uh, yeah, so because I call failure, let's match it here. So that means here, when I define the type, I have to say failure. And when I assign it, I have to say failure. Okay. Failure. Perfect. It's all good. However, if an error occurs, I also want a button that allows to do something. Maybe go back home. Maybe display two buttons. Try again button, maybe. Don't know if you say try again. Would try again submit or return to the form because or should I say okay? Bit desktopy top style. Let's see. Const try again equal. Yeah, event is a mouse event. We're not doing a go-to, but we are changing the phase to start basically. Because we are trying again. But the email should stay there. Yeah, let's see what happens. We put an email, doesn't matter if it's valid or not, because the server is down. Click validate. Oh, okay. Unknown, go to try again. Okay, let's figure that out. Go to try again. Yeah, I should call it differently. Okay, let's keep that. It's still a go-to, even though it's just, yeah, without, even though it's just within the page, it's to a different state, so it's okay. Clean here the errors, not that. Oh, what's happening? Okay. No watches. Please. All right. Oh, still. Go to try again is not defined. Oh, because I didn't save the page. Okay. Try once more. Clean. Okay. Connection refused is okay. And I got the okay button, which doesn't delete my email, which is very, very good because I can just click validate email. But the only thing I want is a way to get out of this loop. So I also want maybe instead of okay, something like damn. Let's say the go to home is also when the phase is failure. I don't know how it layout would be, but we can try to see how it looks like. Ah, now it's fine, but I just have to put this outside. It's not an else if anymore, it's just an if. Okay, so I have two buttons. Doesn't even matter. Okay. Right. They look hopeful like that. But I think try again is better than okay. It's clear. Try again. Yeah, every time I load the page, I lose the state. Okay. So I just have to put them side by side. I just have to say that the buttons div is flex. Or the button is not block element. Well, I think display flex will work. Yep. Then flex as the gap property, 30 pixel will be more than enough. And there you have it. Try again. Validate email. Back to home. Oh, and that's the goal achieved. The goal was do the validate email. This is the case in which it does not work, the case in which the backend is down, and the case in which the backend is working, we already tested. So let's commit. Go from, oh, what happened? Let's go from root. We will review within GitHub. Just make sure that we are not committing something that's not intended to be committed. Which is fine. Okay, manage subs, it's a work in progress, but it's not the point of this branch to fix it. So everything is fine. Validate email before unsubscribing. Git push origin validate email. Excellent. Let's get this PR and have a look. Okay. Okay. Now there's two modes, find or save. Returning just success because all the information is in the email, in particular the doc ID and the mode and the code. The mode also comes on the query. Either from here or there. Manage subscription mode, yeah, I cannot call it by the email, but I think it's fair because that's the end purpose. Yeah, can return now. I could return an empty document, but then it will not work as this type. Yes, I know. Why is it doc? Okay, I created a type there. That's a type so simple. Now that's the new email called manage subs. Looks good. Button, we added the possibility to define a non-click. I didn't need it until now, so. The input component had the email name hard-coded. No, it's not hard-coded. Okay. Waiting list form, in theory, there is no change required here. In practice, I factorize some stuff. One is created this call interested API, which is here, and then which encapsulate also the URL. Okay. This has a timeout to remove and go to a different phase. In my case, I added a button in the other page. Different choice, but it's okay. And finally, this is just a new line. I change that text. This is manage subs, will be the focus of the next following work. And sub email is the one I just worked on. Now the states are very generic, idols, loading, success and failure. That's the API module calling the two APIs I'm using so far. We'll go, and that's a new page. Oh, okay. And then what was it? A rename. Okay. And now I can create a pull request, which I already reviewed. All right, let's push and merge it. Delete that. Delete branch. Git checkout main, git pull, git fetch all, git del, git branch del, validate email, git branch. Okay. Excellent. Good progress. No big problems. Now, let's say we finally got the email. We can have got this email according to a few flows. Yes. One is from the newsletter itself. There is an unsubscribe link at the bottom, or from the website. If we go from the website, we have to first validate the email. Now let's make it work by starting the backend. npm run npm run serve. So either I do this, nice, displays weight is clear, and now we got a big message. Okay, then I should have got an email, and I did, where there is a link, which I copy the link, and I paste it here for reference. So there is a subscription ID and a kind of a secret code. And then the other way to get the same link is if I subscribe to the newsletter. Oh, the message is not okay anymore because you don't need to confirm anything. You just subscribed. But the difference is it's easy to unsubscribe. So I say, so subscribe it. That's enough. So let's change that message since I noticed it. So we are in source lib layouts hero waiting list form. Yeah, that's it. Double click on that to open it. Right, let's carry that. Instead of check your email to confirm, we just say you will be notified. Well, let's just say a confirmation. We sent you a confirmation email. Okay. Right. And in that confirmation email, there is an unsubscribe link, which if I copy, it should be exactly the same as that link. And in fact, it is. So far, so good. Now, if I open that link, that's what we have to work on next. So I open that link. Well, I have to say localhost. We work to the local version. Yep. HTTP, not HTTPS. Okay. All right, and it retrieved the email correctly, which is good. However, there is still some work to do in that page. So there is manage subs. Let's do a branch for that. Excellent. Oh yes, I was thinking about there is a change. Yeah, that's one I just did. And that's the manage sub layout component. Okay, let's see what we got here, if there is something to fix and so on. The email, yeah, is correct. You cannot change it. It's the one that is validated. And we got these parameters. That's what we base on. Yep. Uh, yeah, so that would be, oh, email sent is not something we need to do anymore. What is send or submit? Yeah. Uh, let's say for no success. This email sent phase does not exist anymore. The phase enter email does not exist anymore. Uh, there is a case I was thinking at. If the code does not validate or is not present. Or the function doesn't work. Remove this. Right. I think how it should work is on mount, it start with the loading phase. Theoretically, yeah, that's so quick. But if that's not the case, it's more of an error phase. I don't know if I need idle. No, I don't. Let's get rid of idle because we go there and we go to an error phase. Oh yeah, so we can start with loading. So that means if that starts with loading, I don't need to say amount, do I? I'm not sure, yeah. Let's do it anyway. Um, then phase success, phase failure. It's called failure. I think it's better to be consistent. Okay. Please Nintendo submit doesn't make any sense. It will be different. It will be where we save. Okay. This doesn't make sense. Right. We can basically code that for the moment. Yeah, that's just a success, which is good, but there's stuff missing here. I think this input can be always shown, maybe. Loading, no. I only success. Hold on. We need to close the if. Open a new if here. Okay. Mhm. That is not even relevant. We need some buttons, so let's remove that for now. And instead, this is awful. Instead of an email, it would be manage, update, subscription. Okay. Okay. So we can delete that. Now, let's output, maybe message. Let's create a message state variable. Right, and for debugging purposes, mainly maybe, where I'm here in success, and I say message equal JSON stringify subs. Now we got a message, and we put it here. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work so well. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of readable. It's a list of these documents where the email is the one above, so it's not very interesting. But the important stuff is that there are the different names, like waiting lists of list in which we are subscribed to, and we have two, waiting list and the test. Okay. So now What I'm thinking is maybe I should also need a description for those lists, not just a short name, which is more of an identifier than a descriptive name. And maybe let's start to hard code something to see how it looks like. How do I add this success message? I think maybe get rid of it. Instead of that, wait, now if I want to display that, a P is fine. Yeah, still big. But now, what if I want to add two checkboxes? Mm. Okay, for that, I'm going to first commit what we have because I'm going to ask the AI. I want to be able to revert easily. Okay, now it's committed. So what I'm going to ask is, uh, yes, we need that. Okay. On line 61, let's create first the information required. So it's not even a state, just a const will do here. List is equal to an array of maybe objects where we put mode. And the first one is called waiting list. And the other one mode. And it's called tester, I think. And that's the same as the template's name. So I go here in functions and in templates in the source code. I go test. Yep, correct. The other one are not really main lists. Okay, we need some description or info. Info. Not sure about info. Let's go with description. Okay. Um, waiting list, which will uh, waiting list with the first to know when budget pilot is released. Okay. And this one is apply as a tester, help improve and shape budget pilot. I was saying development, but then it's improving budget pilot, not the development of budget pilot. Okay, so now I have this list for variable array. And here line 72, if I how do I do maybe here like that? No. Please change or just change the statement on line 72 to create a list of check boxes for every element of list variable, displaying description and using mode as key. Mhm. Yeah. It's in chat mode instead of the hide mode. Okay, so let's see what we got. Yeah, this is the actual important part. Let's try. Apply, add 80 lines, remove 0. Okay, there you go. That seems a mistake. Some styling. Okay, let's see why we got that error there. I'm using Svelte 5, in case you forgot. In Svelte 5, yeah, you got Svelte 4 code again. How many times I have to tell you? Ooh, it's much more complex. Just because there's an inline function. Okay, we'll change later. Let's apply first. Oh my god. Still wrong. Attributes need to be unique. Hmm. What's it's trying to do? The value shouldn't it be the identifier? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it meant. Yep. Get down to it. Let me do it. Didn't work. Ooh. You don't change the Svelte for syntax. Change that. Oh, what's that? Why there is a curly braces there? That doesn't make any sense. Just to remove that curly brace. Oh yeah, it's not here. There is a syntax error in the bind check attribute of the checkbox. That's not even. Oh yeah, the bind is not closed. Yeah, and the check the address. Close the parentheses, huh? Oh, it's removed. So what's going on? Okay, right. Replacing by checked, we checked on the on change handler. What about that? The target is possibly not. Oh, okay. So, oh God, even though I do that, there is still another error behind. Yep. Get some water in the meantime. So, adding as HTML input element. Right. Because in two, yeah, that's there is no apply, but that's a change. As in two times. Okay. There is still the problem. Ah, no, no problem. Okay. But man, you don't need to do that. You just have to say that this is a mouse event of HTML input element. Because if you did that, you didn't need any of this shit code that the AI generated. There you go. So I just need to import. Oh, no, no, no. Mouse. No, what to say? Uh, Was it? It's not generic. Uh, Why let me do the because the problem is when I go here on change, it's called change event handler. Or undefined or null. Come on, mate. This what is called? Yes. Okay. This Svelte framework. Yeah. So, but that's the right type. Let's do this. Okay, we just have to import it now, and hopefully it will work. So we go here, from Svelte. Let's try change. What was that? Change event handler. There was some other word. It's called. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, change event handler. But it's not here. Okay. So where is this import? Let's wait for the suggestion. Yeah. Oh, elements. Okay. Who knew that? Oh no. Is a type. Okay. Import type. That's it. So now we've done this painful change. Ah, I'm confused. So I think that was the input of the function. Was it? Or was it the function itself? No, that's just HTML input element. On change, this is the input from Svelte, isn't it? No, this is the input from HTML. But change event. Why I'm getting so confused? It says on change as a change event handler, which should define the type of the function. However, so the reason why I get so confused is because I need to say get this in a non-change function. And now let me put it here. Maybe I'll rename it later. On change. And that's a function like that for start. And yeah, I also need the arrow. And I put the original code here for reference. Right. And this function should be of type change event handler, not the argument. That's what the mistake I was doing. But the fact it was all in line there was really confusing. To change event handler. Okay. So that function is defined so It's still an event handler, but as of type event target, and an event handler as an event target, I think. Of HTML input element, but it's probably not correct. I see. Event handler. Oh man, this is difficult. Let's try that first. And I'm just complicating my life for nothing here. Event target is not generic. But anyway, event target is not even correct there. Even the types are incompatible. Event and target is the one inside. This is just an event. Okay. Okay. We are getting there slowly. Yeah? Maybe you still need something more. Is event a generic type? Maybe not. Anyway, that's the body of the function, and the body is this one. Can get rid of that bit. Replace the body inside here, and we uncomment it. Why? Okay, so now we still have the same original problem. Target is possibly null. Because event is too generic. Is of type event handler. Is this event target? No. Is this an event of an HTML input element? No, it's not generic. Okay. Target is possibly null. Start like that. On line 51, I don't know, still don't know. Let's start with a question to see if doesn't know list here. Right. That's a little bit, no, this is a bad suggestion. That's a little bit of a problem. We need a non-change function that will return a function which includes the parameter. But we'll see that later. I just want to know if we understand line number, and I have a simple test for it. Can you tell me and analyze what is on line 52? Actually, let's say 51, the function definition. Let's see if you understand line number, because I don't know if I can refer to stuff like that. Let me check the content on line 51 in the manage subs file for you. Yep. Correct. Yep. And that's the line number. Yep. Right. So the question is, what is the precise data type with generics if needed for the E argument? Let's go. There you go. I think this time we got it. Okay. Right. And we don't know if it's okay. I need to import it first. So this is called change event. Maybe it's here. No, it isn't. Maybe it's here. No, it isn't. So let's do an import. And let's wait for the AI to give a suggestion. Oh, it's in Svelte elements. So okay, let's autocomplete first. So why? Oh, what's happening? Ah, it's not there. Okay. Let's keep on reading. Generic type from Svelte type definitions. HTML. Where do I import change event from? I say, because that is not correct. Let's remove it. Where do I import change event from? No. That's incorrect. Oh yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah. That's not correct. Try again. I will check the correct type of user Svelte component. Change event in Svelte. 17 minutes. Apologize for the confusion, like always. Like always. The correct type of event is event. Well, that doesn't help. So if that's the case, it's not. Okay, and then I need to do that. Okay, there is no solution for that. Fine, fine, I give up. Now, there is something. I want to create a new function. Wait, maybe that's the on change. But I need the list. And I need to understand what type is the list. Okay, let's start one by one. The list is an element of this list, which does not have a type. But we can simply create an interface called list definition, maybe list def. Alright. Do I need semicolon here or not? I don't know. We got a mode string and a description string. As simple as that. And now I can say, well, this is a list of type list array of list definition. Okay, and so now on my own change, I know that I need the event, but I also need a list, which is of type list definition. And everything compiles here, but not down there. Oh yeah, it's not anymore a change event handler. We need, all right, let's trace back that. Let's say, create a function called create on change, which what we'll do is accept this definition and we'll stop it. AI, stop it. Create on change. We'll accept this definition and return this function. So we can say here on the type, it's not a promise, it's not asynchronous. Right, that's we create on change given the list. Now it's not used, so we go down here. Instead of saying unchange, we create on change and we call it, passing the list. Nice. We still didn't see any of this. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, we go. Oh, I like it. We got the text that is not readable because it's in black. But we're gonna fix that. It says span class description. Fine, let's just add the white for now. In here, description, I found it. I say color var color main. It didn't work. Save. Reload the page. And then we'll have to check the one I subscribe and then update. We don't need to show that anymore, which is the only thing in why I don't know why. Because it's like color inverted main or inverted secondary, whatever. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's remove this. Let's see where it is. This one. Hmm. Yeah, that's already a success. Well, I just delete it. For now, nothing at all. Okay. Yeah, probably need some formatting, better formatting. But it's fine. It's fine when it goes on a new line. It's not fine. It's not aligned. Maybe needs more space. Maybe work a little. I can work a little bit on the layout there. Let's have a look. there is this checkbox container. Value list mode is perfect. List mode, selected list. Where's this selected list? Maybe I can work on that. The selected lists. Where is it defined? Oh, I can click on it. Oh yeah, it's a set. Message is not needed anymore. Let's get rid of it. If we need it again, we'll add it. It's a set. I to close it selected only. Checked, selected. But it's a set of what? Of string? Because it's just the mode. Yeah, that's where we assign the result. We don't need. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what it does. No, that's incorrect. That is incorrect. What we need. Well, let's start to do this. It's greater than 0. Okay, that means it worked. Oh, wait. No. It's success only if. No, it's success in both cases, yeah. But let's say we do selected equal or add. We're gonna do waiting list. We are code that just to see if checkbox work. Oh yeah, it's reloading. Something tells me there is an error that wasn't caught. Yeah, okay, that's for compiling. Selected list. Yeah, just call selected. Who is creating a copy? Eh? Not sure why. Anyway, you still. Okay. Are we good? Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Now I don't really like maybe we have to work on the styling because it's not visible anymore as a checkbox. But now, yeah, it works. Just have to see. Oh, hi mate. I just see now. Should I call you Lane or Hogan? Yeah, just see now your message. Nice to see you, mate. I was there in solitary for quite a while. That's why I was not looking at the chat much. Yeah, so yeah, Android dev. So what you do? But now Android dev that is getting mad with the website in Svelte, which is not my strong point. And I'm also I wanted to do this mailing list to say, okay, when it's ready, let me know. And then I decide, oh, you see your 9 to 5. Okay, I'm not there. I told my 9 to 5 before I left, it used to be backend dev. And I always wanted, oh, I need to learn front end, I need to learn HTML, I need to learn React and stuff. And I never got to it. And so now is my opportunity to, my first front end experience was in Flutter, not, what do you do, Kotlin? And wrote this up with Flutter. And now I decided to use Svelte because it's just a simple website. I don't know if I need React. Yeah, I will later once the website gets to the point website, the layout is done, but I need to add these pages for, because if you send an email and I'm using AWS SES, they say, oh, we can't approve you production access if you don't have unsubscribe, you don't have this and that. And so it generated a lot of work to do the things properly. And they're right. I understand their point of view. You don't want to spam people and not let them unsubscribe and stuff. But it's a lot of work that I didn't foresee. Yeah, that would be great. It will be maybe in a couple of weeks. I don't know. And I just have 5 minutes. This period, these days, I have very limited time. But next month, I will be able to go for much longer streams. So I was working on these checkboxes, and to test that they work, I just hard coded to check one because I have this selected. Define here state run le chiamano, they call it in Svelte. So it's a state, is a magic variable that is reactive basically. I don't know if you know React. I do not, but I know that many concepts are kind of similar. I did study a little bit of React, but I want to learn it next time. Um, Right. So instead of doing that, I have to get this. This was to test if the mechanics work. This value should come from the backend. So I have this subs variable which contain a list of the subscriptions. Let's log it to see how it looks like. So I go back here and I need to go to the page. This one. No, no, this one. This is where I was testing the errors. No, yeah, that's correct, because here I don't have the parameters. Okay, so let's go here, manage subscription. You should start to enter the email. Now you have to validate it because otherwise you change subscription of someone else. So I receive an email, complicated this thing. Now I can click on the link there. So now the link has some, doesn't work. Ah. Okay, maybe there is some, here I should write the email, but I see the call worked, so that I will have to fix something. The call returns this object. That's the one I just logged. Let's go back to the chat. Yeah, which has the only thing I'm really interested in is this mode. So what I want to do is basically subs dot map, and for each element I get the mode out. How do I do that? I don't remember the syntax even. Is that like that? E dot mode. Any type. Yes, put any for no, that doesn't work, isn't it? I wants the parenthesis, does it? Oh yeah. Okay. Body any can't do much. It comes on the server. But I think I think I do have a type. I defined it. And it's called let's go to the backend. Backend done with the Firebase functions. Not this one, but the handlers. Oh, not this one. It's just compiled one. right here. Interested. There you go. Returns. No, that's not the one. It's oh my god, I closed and fetch interested. Uh-huh. An interested list. Okay. Which is a list of subscription. That's the type. So only one is a subscription. The problem is this type is defined in the backend. I don't know if I can import it here. You look. No. Oh, yes. That's it. Let's go back to any and check if that works at all. No, it doesn't. What happened? Why it went back to no checkboxes and stuff and no errors? I don't understand. Okay, it's something I would have to. Okay, let's have a quick look before I give up. Because it goes here without any problem, and it goes in phase success. Then if phase success should show the email, which it does. Ah, and it should go loop on this list. Okay, let me put some text here. Does it show that text? No. Why not? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Because this is the deployed version, but I'm working locally. Typical. And the link in the email goes to the online version. Okay. So parser, fine. That was around here. What? Parser is gone? Ah, well, it does work because this is exactly the waiting list. Now it's not hard coded anymore, but it's returned by that map thing. Great. So I don't need to do this console log anymore. And that's a good point to maybe just do a commit and go on tomorrow. All right, mate. See you next time. And well, later when I go on Android, you will see if you uh, pass by, you will see in the title that I changed the title instead of saying Firebase TypeScript. I will say Flutter Android. That's all for today. Bye bye. Thank you for passing by.